had a great idea. Take a look at this. Taping over the plates on his SUV. Doing something down there we're going to try and figure out so the cameras can't read them. We talked to Vicky Palladino last night, who's a member of the city council, who talked about, oh, well, make sure you don't hit them with the lasers, so then we'll be able to read your license plate. Scott LoBaido, one of our favorite artists, joins us here on the set to talk about this. So tell us exactly what you're doing there with the SUV. And I know everything has an artistic kind of side to it with you, right?
Yes, everything is visual. I mean, that's, as an activist and an artist, I've been doing this for 35 years, as you know, fighting the insanity of political correctness and wokeness, and this is just another example. So you don't really see it, but I had these cutouts of the middle finger in the hand, and I put them, and I drive around with them in Staten Island because we have all these speeding cameras,
right?
Which is another unconstitutional, illegal action by the government.
Sure.
So I cover my plates with these thing, I can't do it obviously, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
And so I went up there to 61st and Broadway, where these crazy people had their celebration when the congestion tolls were actually, it's insane.
They had a party for that.
Yeah.
For a tax.
Anyway, I jumped on the top of my truck and I had this other giant middle finger cut out on my hand, and I was pointing at the thing and I was screaming at everybody. And I was in the middle of the road, so I blocked traffic. I knew I was going to get collared. But the NYPD loved me and I loved them, and they were trying to coax me down. Scott, come on, you could do it. I'm like, I have to make a point.
I have to make a point.
So the Gestapo sends them to take a peaceful protester down instead of the murderers in the subway.
Yeah.
But the moral of the story is what I want to get to here, and it's very important. People know me. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make things right and educate people. I don't blame. I'm tired of blaming the governor, the mayor, the city council, and these other fools who constantly are shredding the working man in their pocketbook.
Right.
I blame the New Yorkers for voting for these people. Yeah. And New York used to be that place where the world would look up to and fear, not in a negative way, because we were that true grit.
Yeah.
We wouldn't take crap from anybody. Yeah. And I think I'm probably one of the last of the Mohegans to fight that.
Yeah.
The reason that this is happening, it's, for example, it's $24, I believe, to cross the Verrazano Bridge. Now, the people out there across the country, I want you to understand something. The Verrazano Bridge goes not from state to state. It goes from one little town to another little town in the same bleeping village. Yeah. $24. That Verrazano Bridge was supposed to be free by now. Yeah. The speed cameras, $50 a pop. It's only supposed to be in front of schools. They're everywhere. Yep. And now this, the reason it's happening is because you New Yorkers aren't out there fighting with people like me.
Isn't that so true? Anywhere they create these supermajorities where they just know they're never going to lose power, this is where you get the absolute worst of politics. There's nothing that threatens their power. They don't think they're ever going to lose.
I blame the people of this city who allowed this to happen. I hate to bring politics into what's happening over in California, but it's the same concept. Yeah. Wokeism, political correctness is destroying. New York and California, back in the day when the world heard about America, they said California and New York were the coolest places in America. Yep. Remember? Yep. And now they are the worst, crappiest places, two crappiest states in the whole country.
More people leave than come in every year now.
Because of wokeism and the reason those fires happen. I hate to bring politics into this, but it is because the left opened up that can of worms by saying, Scott LoBaido driving his SUV Chevy Suburban, he's killing the environment. He caused those fires. Exactly. No. You know you did, because we're trying to save. They leave the shrubs, they leave the everything there because they want to save the two-headed gnat. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
The two-headed.
You understand what I'm saying?
Trust
Wokeism
me.
destroyed the two greatest cities in the world.
I get it. Well, I love the art. I love what you do. And if you're looking for Scott LoBaido, he's the guy in the Suburban with two middle fingers on the back of the car, right?
Pretty much so.
That's pretty much him. Good to see you, Scott. Thank you so much.
Sorry I went off. I didn't want to talk.
I love it. I mean, this is the kind of conversations you want to have. I love it. Good to see you. Thanks so much. You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt Tonight on Newsmax.